Album review. Boom Crash Up a Fabulous Beast. It's a fabulous beast, isn't it? 12 tracks. My Revelation. This Isn't Love. In the Morning. Better Days. The Colour of Love. Strike a Match. Look Up What's Coming Down. What a Good Night. You Wouldn't Want to Know. I Am Nature. Don't Let On. The Last Place on Earth. The thing about this album, like These Here Are Crazy Times, there's not really any duds. It's a 10 out of 10 for me, but I think for most regular people maybe a 6 or a 7, and for some, maybe even an 8 for some people. But it's to me it's a flawless album. Boom Crash Opera started in about 86, 87, somewhere around there, and I think their first album was just Boom Crash Opera, and then they released These Here Are Crazy Times, which was a hit for them. And this is their follow-up to These Here Are Crazy Times, Fabulous Beast, and I think it did okay, but it wasn't anything which was, really, it wasn't really a big album with the Boomers. It was just something which was another album, I think, from the band. And it's, musically they've progressed a bit from These Here Are Crazy Times. It's more colourful, and I think a song like The Colour of Love in some ways talks about the album, but it's a more colourful album, and I think the colour of this album is like that, the back of the colour. I think the back cover is perhaps more appropriate for the album, especially like You Wouldn't Want to Know and What a Good Night, songs like that. They're some yellow goldie songs. Songs have colours. But it's a strong rock and roll album. They're Aussie, they're Australian rock. I think they're from Melbourne. I'm not 100% sure of that. They could be Sydney. But I think they're Melbourne. But it's released in 89? Is it? Or 19? I think it was 1990. But produced, 1990 of the album. So it's a couple of years after These Here Are Crazy Times, and or a year later. I'm not sure which it is, but Del Ryder's the singer, and he's got an excellent voice. Very, very good vocals on this, and he does the Hallelujah. Hallelujah is really sweetly on this, and they're pretty cool. I think, to me, a lot of 80s music of that era was tinged with a bit of uncoolness. It was stuff which was really just a little bit, But this band comes across in the same sort of way. You might get the impression that it's like that. And I think in one or two tracks here and there, they're laced with a bit of uncoolness, but generally they're just, the songs are just too well crafted for them to be, anything but a premier rock and roll band. They didn't quite have the success of In Excess, but I think the music at their best is a bit better than In Excess's music, and it's really a quality album. Let me see. Boom Crash Opera, Fabulous Beast, 12-track CD, 40, 50 odd minutes, somewhere around there. In reality, a 7 out of 10. It's a strong rock album, and I recommend it. It's got an Australian sound to it, and it's really good stuff.